Alright, first video back from Nationals. I had 2 rest days on the way back up because I flew down and then drove back up, and it pretty much took us 2 days to get home. I got home late 2 nights ago, but pretty much all day yesterday I've been getting everything ready because the Devo boys and the Devo launch is this coming weekend. I picked the boys up in Wellington on Friday morning and then I dropped them back Sunday night. So we've pretty much got all the bikes ready to go. We've got 1 time trial bike pretty much ready to go. 3 of the roadies are all good to go. Everything has been completely redone on them. They've all got brand new Vittoria tubs on the race wheels. All the cables have been redone. Pretty much they've been rebuilt. Everything's been checked. Bottom brackets, bearings, everything. And then the rest of the time trial bikes are up there. I'm just trying to work out some wheel combinations for the time trial on Sunday because I've got that disc wheel, that disc wheel, and that disc wheel there as well. But that one has a pretty shot tire on it. So I'm not entirely sure if I want one of the boys riding on that because that is not looking good. So yeah, for like the last 2 months, 3 months, I've had no seats in the back of my van. So I've obviously got to pick up 4 of the boys from the airport tomorrow, and then I've also got Tristan coming to help film. So we finally have put some seats back. Oh, you can't really see. You can finally put some seats back in the van so we can pick everyone up. And we've got enough room for Sunday to get a whole load of bikes in the back. And then obviously driver at the front. So yeah, one thing I'm working out about running a development squad and helping run the team is this: everything is just a logistical nightmare. Like just trying to get everything and everyone in order, trying to get everyone to the same place at the same time. You've got to book all the flights so they kind of come in because everyone's from different places. But yeah, no, it should be good. Should be a good weekend. Friday is pretty much just like everyone get to know each other. Then Saturday we've got a big ride on the road bikes. We're going to head out and do the Queen stage of the Cycle Classic on the roadies. And then Sunday there's a 40-kilometer Hope Gibbons team time trial. I think the whole event has like 15 teams entered, which will be good. I'm riding for Masterton, obviously for the club. Boys will be riding for the first time in the CyclingTom Devo team kit, which will look really, really cool. They've got all of their new team helmets, everything's turned up. All the laser team helmets have also shown up. I've got a whole load of caps and hoodies and jerseys and stuff for them to wear, like casual clothes as well, just to try and make them feel part of the team. So yeah, it's going to be a good weekend. I've also got all of my bikes actually in one place and all in working order as well. Time trial bike, I've got my Windspace road bike and the Windspace gravel bike, which I went out on last night. But yeah, everything is kind of coming along, and I've also only got 3 weeks before I depart the country and then go to Boston for a month and then Chicago for Dairyland. So yeah, everything is kind of coming along nicely, but there's a lot of stuff to do and not a lot of time to do it. So yeah, looking at team bikes for the boys, these are the Pinarello 60.1s. They're running Eastern 38mm carbon wheels with the Vittoria tubular tires on them. And then yeah, other than that, they've got a fully integrated cockpit on 2 of them. Brand new bar tape, everything's been done on them. They're actually in perfectly good working order. I think they're probably weighing in around about like 6.97 kgs. So yeah, they're definitely not heavy bikes, super lightweight. So it'll be interesting to see what the boys think of them when we head out for the ride on Saturday. But yeah, for the rest of the day I have an effort session. I think I've got like a 2-hour effort session. I've got a whole load of 2 and 3 minute efforts I've got to do. Obviously I got to keep pushing on with the endurance training, but like kind of the rest of it for these crits, they're only 90 minutes long, so there's just a whole load of bursts. So I'm pretty much trying to train myself to do, like, be able to go burst and then back to like tempo threshold, and then burst and then go back to tempo threshold for a few minutes. So that's kind of what today's session entails. Alright, so about to head out on the road bike for a session. So pretty much like a 20-minute warm up, hours worth of efforts, and then like 40 minutes worth of easy riding in amongst all of that. And then we'll see what we've got in for the rest of the day. Alright, just finished my first set of efforts, so that was like 3x6, 5-minute rest now, and then I've got another 2 of those to do, and I think it's like 30 minutes easy like endurance back into town. So first one's all good, hit all the targets, so happy with that. It's really cold. It's like the first proper like cold ride I've done in Masterton. But yeah, we're cruising along. Effort done, so just easy recovery now for half an hour. Felt pretty good actually. I was like hitting all my targets through the hard efforts, and then in the tempo, I was at the high end of the tempo, so everything's going good, legs are feeling good, so all positive. Right, session all done and dusted. I didn't have a hell of a lot of motivation to get out the door today because it was so cold, but once I got out, legs actually felt good. It just kind of like shows you never actually know how your legs are going to feel, so you should always really just punch on out, get the session done. So I ended up doing 55k, 32.5k now. I did 255 watts for 90 minutes and 273 watts for an hour. So good bit of tension on the legs, but yeah, it is starting to head into winter in New Zealand here, so it's slowly getting colder. I really wish I put some like knee warmers, arm warmers on, but I am heading to summer in the States in like 3 weeks, so fingers crossed the weather's good over there because I do not like winter. Right, so for the remainder of this video, I've got to get the rest of the house ready for the boys coming the weekend, and I also got to make myself lunch because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I have not had any lunch. And easy as that, we have a relatively healthy lunch, even though it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Alright, those last few shots were obviously before the Devo Squad team camp. If you haven't seen that video, it is live now on YouTube. It's doing pretty well. Such a cool weekend for the boys. As you know, I have a ridiculous amount of road bikes on the channel. I've obviously got my Windspace, I've got my Cannondale, I've got the Scott Foil that isn't currently built at the moment, as you can see. Kind of just sits in there most of the day so people can see it in the shop. But yeah, I've also got that and the whole group set ready for it. It can be built at any time if I want it to be. And then I've also got my gravel bike, and then I've got my vintage frame, and then I've got my time trial. Basically I just have a ridiculous amount of bikes. I'm about to head away for like 3 or 4 months overseas. So unfortunately, and it saddens me to say this, it is the time. We are going to have to sell the Cannondale Super 6, which has the Marlboro F1 look, but yeah, the time has come. So the bike is running an 11-speed Ultegra group set. I obviously got the Physique saddle on there, I'm going to keep that. The only things I'm going to take off it are obviously my Zip Sprint stem. You literally cannot buy these puppies anymore, so this is a collector's item in my opinion. So I'm going to keep that, chuck a normal stem on there, probably take the power meter off and just chuck the original Cannondale cranks on there so that I can kind of sell this frame for a reasonable price and trying to get it going quickly. Yeah, now the mission is actually trying to find these original Cannondale cranks, because I literally got the bike when I was got it off Lasky, took the cranks off and put my power meter straight back on it, and they are somewhere in the vicinity of this building. And something tells me they may be up here in the dungeon. Aha, there they are. I literally have a box of like all the old bits. Half that's my broken GRX derailleur. There's a broken Ultegra derailleur. Just a lot of broken things in there. But yeah, those are the original cranks that came on the bike. Alright, easy as that. The stem has changed. Pretty dusty looking stem, but it is what it is. At least it's black. So that's all done. That'll be ready to sell. I was going to keep the zip bars for my track bike, but I was actually like, no, they're not actually track specific bikes, so I'll just keep those on there. They didn't cost too much. So they'll stay on there. Got to take the cranks off, and then pretty much other than that, everything else on here is going to stay the same. So yeah, and then the Zip Sprint stem, I'm probably going to put this onto the Cipollini track bike. I think it could look quite cool, and then get some proper track bars for it. So that's kind of the plan with the Cannondale sale, even though it is a little bit sad. I guess while we are in the shop, because we haven't been in here in a while, I'll give you a little bit of an update. Not a hell of a lot has changed. Obviously, still got all the mountain bikes and stuff in there. Because the skate park's just been completely redone in Marston, so there's a lot of scooter sales at the moment. And then we've got a couple of road bikes up there. We've got the Trek Amonda SL6 with the Ultegra, got a Merida road bike. And then I'm really trying to push gravel bikes at the moment. A Windspace gravel bike here ready to be built. We've got a Marin gravel bike here. We've got a Cannondale gravel bike here. another Cannondale gravel bike here, and if you come around here, we have this absolutely beautiful Cervelo DR2 gravel bike as well. Yeah, as you can see, we have a hell of a lot of gravel bikes. On the shop note, you'll know at the start of the shop series, I started putting all these jerseys the whole way along the roof. We've made it all the way over to here. We've got a signed Finn Fisher Black and George Bennett UAE jersey. We've got a New Zealand jersey. We are currently here. We have all the space still to fill. So if you have any jerseys that you want to donate to the shop, the address is 119 Queen Street, Marston, postcode 5810. Please send them through. I really want to try and get this completely filled by the end of the year. But yeah, that is going to end today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you have not already.